Today, we're going to read a book called No, David. What part of the book is this? Does anybody remember? That's right, it's the front cover. What part of the book is this? That's right, it's the spine. Does anybody remember the part of this book? The back cover. Do you remember who writes the story? The author. And the author for this book is David Shannon. Very similar, right? David Shannon. So maybe the author wrote a book about himself. The illustrator, the person who writes the pictures, also wrote the story and he did the picture. He did both. So he was the illustrator and the author. No, David. David's mom always said, "No, David." I wonder why, because he's drawing on the wall. No, David. What is David doing? He's trying to get the cookies. No, David, no. Sometimes our moms and dads don't want us to come in the house with mud on our feet. Or grandmas, grandpas, uncles, whoever you're with. Come back here, David! What is he doing? He's running without clothes on. He's naked. David, be quiet. Oh man, David's making a lot of noise. Sometimes adults don't like when people make too much noise. Don't play with your food, David! Sometimes we don't want to play with food because some of our friends might not have food at home. So it's better that we don't play with the food. That's enough, David! Oh my gosh, he has food coming out of his mouth. Look at that. Do we show our friends our food that's in our mouth? No, that's not polite. Go to your room. Sometimes we get sent to our room when we're not listening. But was he listening when we went to his room? Settle down. It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's jumping on the bed like the 5 monkeys, so he might bump his head. Let's find out. Stop that this instant. He's picking his nose. Do we pick our nose, friends? No, we use a tissue, okay? We use a tissue to get things out. Put your toys away. That is a huge mess. Look, he could trip and fall on one of these pieces. He's sitting really close to the TV. And he's got toys everywhere. He needs to clean up. Do we clean up after ourselves? Yeah, we do. We always clean up after ourselves. Not in the house, David. He's playing baseball in the house. We don't play baseball inside, do we? We play it outside because it's so dangerous. I said no, David. Because he didn't listen, he ended up breaking his mom's vase. That's not very nice, is it, huh? Davey, come here. Yes, David, I love you. So in the end, even though David got told no many times and he didn't listen, his mom still said, I love you at the end, which is important, right? So remember, even though sometimes we don't listen or it's very hard for us to listen, it's okay because our moms and dads still love us. Or whoever's taking care of you still love you, okay? Even if they get mad, they still love you. Alright, friends, it's been fun reading. See you later. Hey everybody, it's MrS here, and I'm here to read you guys a very special book to me. This book is called No, David. No, David was written by David Shannon, and the illustrations were also done by David Shannon. What part of the book is this? the front cover. And this is the spine. This is the back cover. Let's go into our book, No, David. So the first thing we see is the cover. What's David doing? He's trying to knock over the fish. And look, he's standing on some books. Oh, David. Already started mischief. No, David. Look what David's doing. He's not being very safe. He's standing on a chair. He's trying to grab the cookie jar. And as my friends at school would say, he's going to knock over all of the jars on top. And then he's going to get an owie. No, David, no. David, look, he walked into his house. And his whole body's covered in mud. He's getting the mud all over the carpet. I don't think his mom's gonna like that, or his dad. No, no, no. So David did a good job because he took a shower after he was muddy. However, look at all the water on the floor. I don't think that's gonna help him. I think when he gets out of the bathtub, he's going to fall down and he's going to get hurt. So next time, David should use less water. It's okay to bring toys in the bathtub, but not to have that much water because that's very dangerous. Oh no! Come back here, David! Uh-oh, David's not wearing any clothing! David's running around naked! Look! He's naked! We want to keep close to keep our bodies warm inside. We don't want to run around naked when it's cold. So we're going to tell David, come back here, David! Okay, looks like David came back, but look, he's making a lot of noise. So David, be quiet, please. You're hurting my ears. So maybe we can say, David, you can go play outside. So David, you can go play outside. That's okay. But inside, you're much too loud. Don't play with your food, David. Does anybody ever play with their food? Sometimes we do. But remember, not everybody gets to eat every day. So we got to make sure we appreciate the food that we have. Food helps us grow and it's good for our bodies. But we want to remember that food is something precious too, because without food, there wouldn't be a me and you. So let's tell David, David, there's toys to play with. You can play with your toys, but please don't play with your food. Uh-oh, okay, so David's not playing with his food anymore, but look what he's doing. He's got way too much, and he's chewing with his mouth open, and look, he swallowed a whole piece of chicken. We don't want David to swallow a whole piece of chicken. David, you're going to choke on that bone. So that's enough, David. That's enough. We want to chew our food and keep it inside of our mouths. Go to your room, David. Uh-oh. So, looks like his mom sent him on a timeout. Sometimes our parents will send us on timeouts when we're not listening. So, I think that's where David's going. So maybe he's going to listen now. He's going on timeout. Maybe he's going to listen. Uh-oh. Is David listening? Doesn't look like he is. It looks like he's jumping on the bed. David, you didn't learn from the monkeys jumping on the bed? That's not very good because you're going to fall and bump your head. And then Mama's going to call the doctor. And the doctor's going to say, no more Davids jumping on the bed. But if you also look in the corner, his teddy bear has a face. And then if I'm looking, he doesn't have a smile. He has a frown. So I think the teddy bear's sad that David's jumping, and he's worried. Uh-oh. Now David's really doing something that's not very nice. He's picking his nose with his finger. He's got all the germs in there, and he's going to put the germs on his finger, and then he's going to touch his toys and his food. That's not very safe and sanitary, David. You're going to have to blow your nose with the tissue, or go wash your hands after. Put your toys away. I'm sure some of my friends have heard this before. But if you look at the picture, there's a lot of toys on the floor. And how is David supposed to walk around without hurting himself? He could walk this way and fall on his dinosaur. He could walk this way and fall on the helmet over here. Oh no, there's way too many toys out. He can't possibly play with that many at one time. So we're going to say, David, put your toys away, please. We got to be safe. But David's also watching TV, so he's got to pick something to play with. He can't have it all out there because it's not very safe. Oh no, David's going to do something that's very dangerous. We're going to have to tell him it's not okay. Not in the house, David. So I can tell right now, David looks like he's going to play baseball inside of the house. David, that's much too dangerous. What if David knocks something over? What if he hits a friend? What if his mom's looking by and then he swings the bat and he hits her with the bat? She's going to be hurt and he's going to feel bad inside. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens next. David. David, we told you not inside. Looks like David broke his mom's vase. But we said no, and David's in the corner. I'm sure some of my friends know what it's like to be in the corner, and it's not very fun. And I can tell right now, David has something on his face. He has a little tear. He must be very sad. Davy, come here. Look at David's face. He doesn't look mean anymore. Remember this face over here? He kind of looked like he was making a mean face. Like, I don't care what you say, but here, David looks worried or sad. Come here, Davy. Yes, David, I love you. So let's just give David a nice hug. And remember, even when our parents or whoever's taking care of us, even when they're mad at us, they'll always love you. So we gotta remember, sometimes we go on timeout, or sometimes we don't listen, or sometimes our parents might yell at us. But remember, they still love you, okay? And they do these things because they love you. They put you on timeout, and they might yell at you because they want you to understand. But remember, even when they do yell at you, your parents, or whoever's taking care of you, will always love you. So let's try to do our best to show them that we love them too. Maybe next time you can make your mom a picture, or you can write your mom a letter, or you can write your dad a letter, or your uncle, or your teacher, or whoever you want to show that you love. Okay, friends, it's been fun. I like reading this book to you guys, and you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye!